bear the buck with a dip cup of milk. A little blue-eyed blonde with shoes on wrong 'cause she likes to dress herself. And the most beautiful girl. Hey guys, welcome to the Cowboy Cut. Welcome back. It's Liv Foust. What are we talking about? Hello. Coca-Cola. Hello. Please. Y'all know that one. Y'all know James Charles? No? Okay. Weird. Okay. Anyways. Welcome back. We're back at episode 7. Hey, it's been a long time. And I've been thinking about it. I'm like, okay, if I could go 1 week without some fuck-off ailment significantly decreasing my quality of life and my happiness. If I could have 1 week of peak physical health, that would be great because I don't know what that's like. I don't think I've ever experienced it. Definitely not in recent times. Fuck, I had 2 flus in a row. The last 2 months I've been consistently, fucked up. I had a plethora, a myriad of various flus and colds. I broke my rib. Okay, I didn't break it. I thought I broke it, right? I was sleeping, right? Hey, get ready for this lame-ass story. I was sleeping, and I woke up, and I was like, oh, my God, why does it feel like my rib's broken? Hey, turns out when you have had many illnesses that leave you with a perpetual cough, so I definitely had one of those. So when that happens, you're gonna cough hard, right? So I was sleeping, and I think I must have just coughed too damn hard in my sleep. I done popped my rib off. And I was like, oh my God, we're cooked, right? We're actually full cooked. I've broken it. No, I went in for the full x-ray, everything. I was like, doc, help. And there's literally nothing you can do about a broken rib. What are they going to do? Put a cast on it? No, that's your rib. But I was like, okay, first of all, I get the sick x-rays of having a broken rib. How cool is that? I want that, right? That was my main motivator. Second motivator was like, okay, maybe I can get some sort of like pain mitigation thing, whether that's particular exercises for whatever's wrong with me or if that's like a medication. Like, I don't know. It's just something to help mitigate the pain. Turns out it wasn't broken at all. And the bone lady was like, yeah, it's not broken. And I was like, okay, then what is it? And she's like, I cannot help you. I was like, okay, bitch, what? Why am I paying? Anyways, so they were like, okay, it's either like a muscle has ripped or like it's been removed from the cartilage or whatever. Some like crazy bullshit. Anyways, I'm better now. Hey, who's interested in my life story? Because I'm going to tell it all. Perfect. Okay, great. So have a seat. Get your popcorn. Yeah, anyways. And now I have some mysterious third disease. Whatever. Yeah, so if I could just get 1 week of good health, please, please. Thoughts and prayers in the comments because, hey, I cannot keep living like this. Anyways, that's why there has been such a delay from the last episode until now. Oh my God. In the last episode, I have a camera, and I have a camera this episode. Say hi, camera. Hello. Hey, fuck you, because I had to sit there for 4 hours as it freaking rendered on the After Effects on the big fucking Macintosh computer, and I cannot do that anymore. So I have, I was like, how the fuck do I make this easier? I Googled it. I fixed some settings on the camera, and hopefully it's significantly easier to like exist. That bitch was 50 gigabytes. 50 gig, that's not even, I can't even count that high. 50 gigabytes, oh, good Lord. I don't have time for 50 gigabytes. Whatever. So I'm fixing it, okay? I'm fixing it. And ideally it's fixed. So by the next episode, you'll find out if I have fully crashed out, because I'm reaching my limit, right? I'm reaching my damn limit. Perfect. So we have some stuff to talk about. I've laid it all out here, and I'm really excited to get into a couple of the things that we have set out for today. Number one, and I'm gonna bring this one up first because last night I was asked about it, my opinion on it, and it happened when I was in the thick of being like very ill, so I like had no bandwidth to process thoughts at all, and so I didn't even give much thought to it when it happened. I believe it was in the UK. There was 3 consecutive nights of a Zack Bryan concert somewhere, I don't know where. The first night he went out to go meet fans. The last night he went out to go meet fans. And in the middle night he did not, for whatever reason, right? Who knows? I was not there. There was a TikTok made by a kid who was a part of that middle night and was disappointed. I don't feel comfortable commenting on making assumptions of what the actual motivation behind making that TikTok was from the original poster, from OP. Shut the fuck up. This isn't Reddit, girl. Oh my God. I really apologize for that. I really do. But cause that kid, they said they were 14. So I'm not gonna come on here and like decide what this 14-year-old's motivations were. Like people are saying like, oh, they did it for attention. Oh, they did X, Y, Z. Like I'm not going to assume any of that. Even if it was for attention, hey, that's a kid. No one knows what the fuck they're doing when they're 14. So don't pretend like this was some evil master plan sitting there on a big throne, like stroking a cat, like, oh, I'm gonna concoct this manipulative TikTok. Whatever. That didn't happen, right? So I don't feel comfortable commenting on the original motivation behind that post. However, the reaction to the post I do feel comfortable commenting on because Zack Bryan is a grown-ass man. Yes, he is. So yeah, I'm actually going to say some things. He commented something along the lines of like, artists don't owe you they don't owe you shit. I don't know. You know what? Let me actually Google the exact quote because I'm not going to paraphrase for fear of it coming off like I'm trying to like monger something. I don't know, like a certain like, what's the word? Perspective, whatever. Okay, Zack Bryan, TikTok, UK, crash out? Question mark, Google. Okay. So, matter of fact, none of these are correct. Hey. TikTok comment. Recent. Yeah, there we go. Tasteofcountry.com. Thank you, Lord. Okay, let's actually look at this. Okay, so you're not going to tell me what he said. Right. Oh, okay, here it is. Perfect. Okay. We got it pulled up. So the original TikTok, I will quote, Zack Bryan driving away from his fans that waited 4 hours to meet him. He didn't even roll down his window to say hi, period. All right, end quote. That was TikTok. Okay, I still don't feel comfortable commenting on, yeah, because that's a kid. That's literally a kid. So the comment, Zack Bryan official account, blue tick and all. Blue tick. Ah. Quote, you're not entitled after someone plays 2.5 hours to a picture or a hello. And then the subsequent comment was GOMD, the acronym for get off my dick. Right? Okay, we got that? Very good. And then the original poster replied, I'm literally a 14-year-old fan, and this video was literally a joke. What a dick. And then that's like kind of where it ended. I don't know. So that's what happened. Right? And, you know, the internet, there were so many different opinions, and I did read through them, and we had Gavin Adcock respond to it very, very thoroughly. He even did a public response, like a tweet or something, and then like in the subsequent days, like during his shows, he went out and like met all of his fans, right, and captioned it, what a real artist should do, or something like that, something along those lines. That's not a direct quote, but it's like, oh, okay, we've responded. We have very much responded, and Gavin Adcock likes to respond. He does like to respond. We know this, and you know, freedom of speech, we have the right to respond, and I'll leave that at that. for now. But yesterday I was asked my opinions on it, and because I hadn't formed a full thought on it quite yet, I was like, oh, I should do that. And here, I lie very much in the middle on this one. I feel like someone in the situation of the original poster has every right to be disappointed. However, I also believe that artists have every right to put up boundaries for their time and energy. Because, hey, they're people. Hey, because some of you bitches forget. These are real people with bandwidth. Hey, not everyone is, like, going to do everything all the time. You cannot expect that out of someone. And a point that Zack makes is 2.5 hour show. I can't even imagine how exhausted he is. And and I guess isn't the most solid air quotes excuse or explanation, because he did go meet fans on day 1 and 3. However, as like a blanket overall thing for situations such as this, yeah, he's just done a 2.5 hour show. Of course he's exhausted, right? And so the idea of artists being expected to give 100% of the time is unrealistic. You cannot expect 100% out of someone 100% of the time. That's never going to happen. It never has, it never will. And artists have every right to decide what their emotional and physical bandwidth is. And if he couldn't do it that night, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe he's like emotionally drained in another aspect of his life, and he could not hold it together. I don't know. So, you do not know, right? And so artists have every right to decide where they delegate their energy. Okay. That being said, that being said, the way in which it was handled from Mr. Bryan, the outlet, the avenue, the vocabulary, the tone, it does not align with what I believe my personal beliefs to be professional or nice and or kind. It didn't. And again, I will stand on like what I said earlier. Like, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We don't know. I personally do not have the extra money to bet on the quality of like goodness within the head of Zack Bryan, in terms of like, I feel for him because he's always struggling with something. And I don't mean that in like a haha, like laughing at you, in just like a, oh my God, like I'm empathizing for the indelible struggle that you do feel. And I see it, and you say it like in your music. That's what you talk about. And this is a whole nother conversation. The greatest artists are the sickest artists. If that makes sense. And like, they are like, good art comes from struggle. And I feel like Zack Bryan is a textbook example of that. And I have both empathy and admiration for it. I really do. However, saying get off my dick on TikTok comment section, hey, that's not very poetic. Hey, that doesn't really align with the poet. Like, what? I don't know. And I'm not going to comment I don't feel comfortable commenting on the response that the original poster had, saying they were 14 and it was a joke. I'm not going to comment on that. That doesn't mean I don't have opinions. It's just like, what am I going to do? A grown-ass woman coming on my podcast being like, you fucking loser, or whatever my opinion is. Like, I'm not going to do that. I think that's lame. That would be me following in the footsteps of GOMD. Hey. And I'm not going to do that. I don't know. It just didn't feel... I think the way that he went about it wasn't as classy as I know he has the potential to be. If it was like and it's a perpetual theme with artists in general, and I'm sure in more examples with Zack, that this kind of expectation for an artist to give 100%, 100% of the time is indelible, is perpetual. It just will not stop. And artists have spoken on it before. Chapel Roan, for example. And she got hate too. And Zack Bryan's been getting hate, and I'm not. Or criticism. She got criticism. He's getting criticism. You know, I have criticism for both, obviously. But it's like, okay, my point is like, okay, this is a theme. And so if it was something that one would feel so strongly about in order to share it with the world, whether it's in any avenue, interview, TikTok comment section, a tweet, if it meant so much for one to say something like that, one would assume you would want to format it in a very articulate way to contribute something valuable to the conversation that people are having. Evidently, like, this is a theme, right? One would assume that there would be some curation, you know? At least that's how I would go about it, but I've never been in that situation. So I don't know. One would like to think. I would like to think, you know? And so while I do believe his opinions are valid on that particular, or the opinions he shared, or I think he was trying to get at in the comment, 100% valid. He does not really... Artists owe their fans only so much, and they do owe them something, 100%. And haven't really thought about it enough to really draw a line in the sand on that one. It's going to be something I'm going to think about, but I think we can all agree that artists owe their fans something, like, to a certain degree. Depends on the artist, depends on the fans, but they do not owe them 100%, 100%. Jesus Christ, can I fucking talk? Jesus, sorry. Peek the microphone, why don't you? I'm getting passionate. Lord, I'm sweating. Oh, God. But, like, okay, you know what I'm saying. I think he's correct. The way he went about it, personally wouldn't get amongst it. Anyways, LOL. So, that aside, comment below, what do you think? What do y'all think? Yes, tea. Anyways. You guys know I live in Australia. I'm in Sydney, Australia at the moment. And in the very first episode of this podcast, I talked about my experience going to CMC Rocks, which is the big Australian country music festival in terms of, like, international acts coming through. Because we have Tamworth, which is more like we talked about on the Zac Armstrong episode, it's more of a local scene or a national scene. And then CMC is the invitation for all the international artists, which is really fun. And last year was the first year I went, and it was so great. And I'm really looking forward to it this coming year. The pre-sale! So they posted, like, yesterday or 2 days ago, like, the dates in which, like, the pre-sale is and the lineup announcement is. And oh my God, I literally frothed. And August 29th, which is in about a month from now, the official lineup is going to be here. I'm so excited. I'm so geeked. I look back, I was like, oh, maybe I've never been happier. Maybe I peaked. Yeah. No, I'm going to peak this year. I'll never peak. It's just going to get better. Affirm, I claim, yes. So, August 29th, the lineup is going to be announced. And I kind of wanted to, like, talk about my predictions because, oh my God, I've been, like, chatting about it with people who are in the same situation as me, being like, who's gonna be there? Oh my fucking God, I'm so excited. Anyways, it's like in 6 months. It's like so far away. Yeah, so it's a 3-day festival. There's, and the 3 big headliners on each night. And I wanted to go through my predictions. Last year, or this last year, it was, who was first night? Thomas Rhett was the first night. John Party was the second, and then we had Cody Johnson on the third night. Oh my God. Maybe I did peak. Fuck. Shit. Anyways, this year and the previous year, it was Hardy. Did he headline? I know Morgan Wallen headlined. Was it Ernest Hardy and Morgan? It might have been. It actually might have been. I don't know. I wasn't there. Fuck. Fuck. I should have gone. Anyways. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure last year, similar or 2 years ago, similar to this previous one, it was 3 male headliners, and something in me thinks there's gonna be a girl. There's gonna be a female headliner, and my gut reaction was, oh, Megan Moroney, but no, because Megan Moroney's gonna be in Australia for another music festival called Riding Hearts, and that one is in late October of this current year, which is about October, November, December, January, February, March, which is about 6 months before CMC. And I'm thinking, like, okay, like, she's got her new album out, or like coming out. I'm pretty sure it'll be out before Riding Hearts, but after Riding Hearts, like, girl, she's got a tour everywhere else, you know? And I don't think it's all gonna get done within 6 months, and I don't think realistically she will be back in Australia for a March 2026 CMC Rocks festival, which is okay, because I'm gonna go see her at Riding Hearts. I'm good. I'm fine. And I'm so excited. Lord have mercy. Oh, also I got Jason Aldean tickets. Burning it down. Burning it down. Yes, bitch. So much has happened. Sorry. Anyways, I think there's gonna be a female headliner. Gut reaction was Megan Moroney. Rolled that out. I think Ella Langley might be a contender. I really hope so. Because I think Riley Green is also going to be a headliner. I think he'll be like the last night. I think he'll be like the big man, you know? And, you know, they got history, they have lore. Got history. That Mitchell Tenpenny song, y'all know that one? Oh, my God. I'm so obsessed with that one. How does it go? You got spring break going down at Pensacola, drunk and singing breakfast at Tiffany. Yep, you know that one? Okay, and last year, Wyatt Flores performed twice. Hey, hey, I busted everywhere, no survivors. I was so geeked, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. When I met him, a mere days before the festival, he was the sweetest, most angel baby. I've spoken about this before, and I will speak about it again. Trust that I will be going over and over on this one, Lord. Yeah. He's a sweet baby angel, and he absolutely tore the fuck up. He actually ate that bitch down. Oh my God, each set, it was the best show I have ever seen. And I go to a lot of concerts, yo. I go to a lot of concerts, right? And the show was amazing. I literally think about his fiddle player every night. I lie awake at night and think about how lit she fucking is. Oh my God, dude. Wow, dude. So, and this is not an unpopular opinion. Every single person and their mother agreed that, hey, we need him back. And he is coming back to Australia. Got tickets for that too. Yes, Lord! But I forgot when. It's like, oh, it's February next year. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, I'm doing the math. Live math time. So if he's in February and the festival's in March, so maybe he'd stay in Australia for that long. And it's just, so I think he ate the fuck down, and people are like, I want you back. And I think he's going to come back as a headliner because he was not a headliner last time. And because that show was beautiful. I need it bigger and longer. That's what she said. And so I really think he's going to come back. I really do. I really, 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 really do. So those are my official predictions. I'll come back in a month. We'll see if I got them right. A couple people that I am crossing my fingers will be there. This is just like me speaking it into existence. Manifest, manifest, manifest. I really want Treaty Oak Revival to be there. Hey, I could freak the fuck out right now, and you probably expected me to, but I'm not gonna. So I'm just like think there's potential for me to freak the fuck out just now. I really hope they're there for reasons I have discussed before. And I really hope that Muscadine Bloodline is there because last year they were meant to be there, and then there was like a family issue or emergency or like someone had a baby. Whatever. They had to cancel. It's a baby over CMC Rocks? You couldn't pay me. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I hope they come back. I really, really do. I really hope they come back because I really like them. I really like them. Favorite Muscadine Bloodline song? Go. I think the most fun one is in Convenience Store. The one that is their... Oh, because there's like, yeah, when people ask like, oh, what's your favorite song from artist XYZ? There's like the most fun song, there's my favorite song, and then there's their best song. You know what I mean? And no one asked, but I'm going to do it for Muscadine Bloodline right now. Most fun song in Convenience Store. My favorite song is... Oh, God. No, don't make me choose. No, I think Chickasaw... No, maybe Airport and McGregor. No, and their best. No, I can't choose. Why did you make me answer this question, guys? What the hell is wrong with you? You know I can't do that. What the hell, guys? No, I'm done. I'm done talking. Biggest lie ever. I'm never done talking. Next person that I really hope's there, Waylon Wyatt. But is he here? When is he here? Is he here in February? Or no, he's at Riding Hearts as well. That's okay. Oh, wait. Okay, live math again. So he's also going to be at Riding Hearts, and I'm also doing the math in terms of same that I did with Megan. Maybe he'll come back. I don't really know what his album situation is. And like tour situation is. I didn't put a lot of research into that one. So maybe. I hope so. Lastly, Luke Bryan. Because when I was thinking about last year because they had Billy Currington on the fucking roster. What? So I was like, okay, we need another washed up old man. No, I don't mean washed up in a negative way. I mean it with the most love. I really do. I was looking at the Country Wire or whatever their Instagram was, and I scrolled back to like a week ago, and it was like Billy Currington released a new song. Hey, I didn't know. I had no idea. So I'm gonna listen to that afterwards. Anyways, we need Luke Bryan. I really, oh my god, cause and y'all know this, I grew up 2013 bro country radio. That's my bread and my butter. That is my bread and my butter. And so, you know, Luke Bryan was God. I think he was God during that time. And so to see him before he retires is like a must. So hopefully he's there. Yeah, those are my predictions. Last year, Ko Wetzel was there. Oh my God. He's releasing a new song actually at midnight tonight, or midnight US time, which will be July 25th. So in like a couple in like a couple hours for me, he's gonna have a new song out. So that's very exciting. I saw the cover art for it. It's like watercolor flames and whatnot. What's it called? Do you guys know that I don't do any research before these episodes? Can you tell? Can you tell that I'm cooked? New song. Surrounded. All right. And they had like a little bit of a clippy clip on the Instagram. And so that it sounded good. It did sound good. It really did. So looking forward to that. So get excited. He's my favorite. Okay. Anyways, y'all, fuck's sake. I just saw my next bullet point. Oh, fuck. When will we experience a day where Zack Brown Band does not disappoint us? Will there ever come a day when the Zack Brown Band is fucking normal? And I say that with love. Because what the hell? Because everything up until, I think it was Jekyll and Hyde, because there's some things on that album that I really like. I love Homegrown off that album. Everything up there was mint. And then, as we know, the cascade of events afterwards, leading to albums and projects such as The Owl, were a moment in which many of us hung our heads in shame, and it was a reflective moment as well. It made us look inwards. Hey, what the fuck is wrong? What's wrong? And, honestly, I've copied a lot of my opinions on Zack Brown Band from Grady Smith. So you can why don't you just go ahead to his channel and watch all those videos so I don't have to literally go down the whole damn rabbit hole in terms of my opinions on that. And I feel like it's the collective opinion. And just like, hey, we kind of fell off. I don't know. But a post on my Instagram came up in regards, it was from Zack Brown Band, and it was two covers for, I believe it was a single, and then the actual album. Okay, perfect. So, Saving Country Music, the headline of this article is, oh great, yet another Zack Brown Band, quote, reinvention, end quote. Right. Yes, just go ahead and read that article for me. Okay, so the new album is called Love and Fear. This was announced about 10 days ago. It's set for release December 5th, which is not too far from now. Can I have the fucking pictures, please? Lord. Okay. No, okay. Okay, and then there's also, oh my God, I was writing these articles. Okay, I clicked on the article that was the Saving Country Music, and this fucking quote, if Zack Brown wants to release a couple of stupid songs, he would have every right. You're just trying to keep the cash cow mooing at this point. Guys, who's editing these articles? This is so funny, guys. SavingCountryMusic.com, can I please write for you? Can I please write for you? What the fuck? Okay, anyways. The issue that I haven't listened to these songs yet, I'm not gonna lie to you. But that's not what I'm talking about. The issue that I have is with the cover. I'm going to get closer to the mic so you can hear my sigh. What are we doing? This is the single most AI-generated image I think I have ever seen. Quite possibly the single most AI-generated image ever been constructed on ChatGPT.com. So this is going to be the worst fucking image that I've ever seen. And Google this so you can look at it with me, okay? We got cacti in strange shapes that don't exist, to my knowledge. We have the single's called Let It Run, Zack Brown Band featuring Snoop Dogg. Ernest, baby, I love you, but you have set off a trend that has cascaded into something that is out of control, and that personally I do not align with. Love Snoop Dogg, but what the fuck, you know? So maybe I should actually listen to the song before I form an opinion on like the feature. So we'll put that on the back burner for now. But we're talking about this yellow, okay, and here's the thing. AI, when you see AI generated images, they almost have this like yellowish tint to them, and it's because it's like a computer science color theory, whatever, we won't get into it. But because AI keeps copying its own images over and over and over and over again, it begins to have this yellowish tint. And through the copying process, this tint happens. Google it if you want to know how. I'm not going to get into it. But this image is like the most yellow-washed image I've ever seen. It's so clear. It is so clear that it is AI. And the art style is very AI. And he has 7 fingers. If you zoom in, he's got 7 fingers. So not only was this cover made with AI, they didn't even fucking check it. They didn't even double check how many fingers he has, which is the #1 giveaway, by the way. Y'all know that. And everyone knows that. So, hey, how many people did this have to go through? Which is shocking. Every time some bullshit like this comes up, I think about the team. How many minds did this have to go through? How many fucking paychecks were sent out before this got out and it's still crap? What are we doing? Hire me. I'll count how many fingers you got lowered. And so I saw this and I was like, fuck's sake, guys. Like, fuck's sake. It's just not acceptable. And especially from a genre that is so, like, close to the ground and values itself so much on authenticity. And it's such a unique, and it's had, like, that authenticity ethos has had a resurgence in like, the last 5 years or so, that it is, that theme has become so much more relevant. It always has been an integral part of the genre, but it's become extremely more relevant to appeal to this younger generation, which is why country music is cool again. And, you know, I've gone through the whole rigmarole before. In a genre that is so close to the ground, why are we doing this? In a genre that values itself on authenticity and community and the micro and, like, stuff like, and realness, like, just being fucking real. Googling, hey, make me an album cover is, like, the most fuck shit you can do. And it's lazy. And then I'm thinking, like, how much money do you guys have? How much money is not being put back into the damn community that's supporting you? These artists, if I was an artist, an album cover artist, and Zack Brown reached out to me, I would bust everywhere. And I would be so grateful that the money is coming back into the community that is supporting. It's give and take, and this is all take, and I don't like it. I don't like it, and I was so disappointed when I saw it. You know, I don't know. Oh my God, and he has a Sphere residency in Las Vegas. Fuck's sake! Okay, and there was another cover that was, yeah. There was another cover for the actual Love and Fear album, which is also AI. It's, like, meant to resemble, like, some painting. I have no clue, like, what, I don't know much about art history. I don't really know, like, what style this is, but it mimics, like, those big, grand, dark, very, like three-dimensional, I don't know art terms very much, but it's very intricate, and the shadows are beautiful, and it looks like it's very emotional as well. I don't know exactly what art style this is meant to mimic, but if you're looking at this Google picture like I am right now, you can see how, like, how beautiful it is upon first glance. And the second you start using critical thinking, you're like, oh, this is also AI. It's also AI, you know? And it's like 2 for 2 on the same damn day on the same Instagram. Again, I'm not going to go through the whole speech again. It's lazy. It's really lazy, and it's really disappointing. I don't know. And I don't mean to be all, like, bummer. I'm looking forward to actually listening to this album and, like, seeing what this reinvention is, because Lord knows Zack Brown has done a lot of reinventions. So I'm curious. Maybe I'll go see him at the Sphere. Fuck it. Maybe I'll go see his Sphere residency in Las Vegas. Fuck it. I'm in the Sphere. I look up. I'm, like, engulfed by AI images. I kill myself. In front of Zack Brown to permanently alter the trajectory of his life. And it'll be worth it. T. No. I don't know. There's so many differing opinions on AI. And this isn't a podcast about technology per se. Per se? What did you just call me? Did you just call me a per se? So, like, I don't think I'll get into it. I think in this context, it's really unacceptable. I don't know. And I'm just going to leave it at that. And also, Snoop Dogg is there. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake! Oh my God. Wait, no, maybe it was Hardy. Because earlier I was like, Ernest, you've started the trend. But didn't Hardy, he did a cover of Gin and Juice. Hardy, they can never make me hate you. They can never make me hate you, girl. Guys, I'm having fun. Who let me have fun? Nurse, they let her out the cage. Nurse, they let her out. You cannot contain me.
What is a bussy?
Fuck it. Thank you, Luke. Zack Bryan new album out on January 9th. What do we think about that, guys? I can never trust anything he says. Because he'll say something whack as fuck, and I'm not talking about like morals or anything like that. Put that aside. You know, I'm talking about like releasing. He's like, I quit music. I'm back. I hear 3 songs. I fucking hate music. I love you guys so much. I've never made a song in my life. Who's Zack Bryan? Like he's always on some bullshit. He's always back on his bullshit, and I never know what the trajectory of his music is, like his careers, releases, touring, everything. I don't know. He's like, I'm never going on tour again. Next day, he's like, hey, world tour. What the fuck? I'm like, please just tell me what you need from me. I will give it to you. I will pre-save whatever you want. Just be normal. Please just be normal. I can't take it anymore. So when he like did a post, he's like, new project out January 9th. That's in like 3 years. January 9th is 3 years away from today. So so it's actually 7 million years away from right now. The fact that has to be a troll. Like, you're trolling me right now. No one releases an album or announces an album 6 months before it's out, right? Like, I don't feel like that doesn't feel right. I say that no one does that. I know a lot of people do that, but like no one does that. You know what I mean? So when he did that, I literally I didn't even get excited. I was like, he's back on his bullshit. He's back on his bullshit, and he will perpetually be on his bullshit. I'm like, boy! Drop the damn album! You are not Rihanna. I will not forgive you for this. Bro, you are not Frank Ocean. I will not forgive you. Stop it. Stop. I got so fucking mad. What is it even called? Zack Bryan new album January. Fuck off. Oh yeah, and he released that song Madeline out of the fucking blue. It's great. I mean, it's good because it's the same as like River Wash Hair and that random little project that got dropped. I don't know. I think Zack Bryan peaked for me in terms of like I always loved the little like drops of like one album here and there. That's something I really like about his unpredictability, is that those little surprises. I really liked that. But I think he peaked at This World's a Giant. I don't know. And that's not an objective thing. That's for me, because that song meant so much to me that I'm like, it can never get any better. And you know, yeah, I liked Madeline. Anyways, Heaven on Top is the name of it. And did he at least teased Heaven on Top, the song. I feel like I've heard that, seen it before. Yeah. Okay. It was released on Instagram or something. Yeah. Okay. It's got lyrics on Genius, but like nothing else released. So it's definitely, yeah. Anyways, TikTok, whatever, 6 months ago. I think that's a great name for an album. Yeah. I think it's great. I'm looking forward to that one. Very good. Very, very good. But like, fuck off. January. Okay. I'm Googling. How many days is January 9th from today? I'll be generous. I'll chop off the week ago that he announced this. Okay, can you just give me the answer? Why is this an issue? No, okay. No, whatever. It's whatever. Oh, what? Hello? 171 days. I cannot count that high. I cannot count that. I have never seen a number that big in my life. Fuck off. Projects that are out. Westward. Dylan Gossett. No, okay. Unpopular opinion. Okay. Because I'm about to say this, and everyone's going to be like, what about Chris Stapleton? What about, what's his last name? The lead in Midland. His first name's Mark, I think. Midland members. Midland, show me your members. Mark. Yeah, Mark Wistrack. Oh my God, Cameron Duddy. I love Midland. We won't get into it. What's I talking about? Oh yeah, they're gonna be like, what about Chris Stapleton? What about Mark from Midland? Like, bitches are gonna say this, right? But the key term is of my generation. All right. So the thing I'm gonna say is I think Dylan Gossett is at least top 3 vocalists within country music of my generation. Keywords: vocalist, my generation. All right. Maybe he's not the greatest performer. Maybe he's not the best songwriter. And that's not me saying he's bad at those things. I'm just saying, like, oh, he's not like top 3 of those, which is fine. He doesn't have to be. But his vocal ability, like when I saw him live too on his post on Instagram, that man does not need autotune. That man has some of the smoothest vocals I have ever heard. And such interesting melodies within his songs. That I know he writes, like I know he has help, but like he contributes like so much melodically to his own songs, and like I don't know, every single video of him singing, I am so beyond impressed, and yeah, it's absolutely mint. I'm just like, I've been super obsessed with him recently because he dropped Westward. And I listened to it all the way through. I loved it. It's been on repeat. I'm not going to lie, for the last week since it dropped. When I saw that Cole was on it, the song Cole, like what his biggest hit, and also on his previous project, I was like, okay, we're farming. And maybe I've talked about this before, but something that artists do when they have a big hit is they will continue to put it on subsequent projects in order to boost the numbers for those projects. Like another contemporary example, Cardi B announced an album, and her 2 hits, I think Bodak Yellow and WAP, are all going to be on this album, and both of those songs were released, not Bodak Yellow, I think it was Up. Her song Up and WAP are both going to be on it, and both of those songs were released over 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago. And she's putting them on the album, and there was controversy there because they're like, why are you doing that? And, you know, she clapped back like, I can do whatever I want. True, but it is a tool to boost the numbers of the project. Because the second that Cole was released on this particular album, all of the streams from Cole that already exist on the previous albums as a single have been tacked on to this new project. And the second it was released, it already had millions of streams, you know? And that's going to contribute greatly to certifications and all the like numerical whatever that comes with albums and their certifications and like their, I don't know, all the number stuff is saturated. I mean, it's like helped by putting these previously successful songs on there. And when I saw it on there, I was like kind of disappointed. I wasn't mad at it. Like, I get it. I don't know. I was just like, I see what you're doing. And I have this kind of unpopular opinion. And this isn't me saying that this necessarily applies to Dylan or Cardi or any one like situation in particular. This is more of like a general comment. I'm wondering why someone would do that if they had faith in their project. If I had one hit single, right? Or if one had one hit single and then they put out a new project, I've worked so tirelessly. This is his first full-length album. He's been on the scene for years, okay? I have worked tirelessly to create this project that I have the utmost faith in and I believe is a great representation of myself in this current moment. Why would one feel the need to tack on something to boost numbers if they didn't have faith in their current project? Is not, I don't know if that's like a solid opinion. It's more of just like a thought. I don't know. You know, so I saw Cole on that and I was like, all right, I see what you've done. My favorites off the album, honestly, are going to be the singles for this one. I love American Trail. I love Like I Do, and I love Sweet Lady. I think my favorite one on the whole record is Sweet Lady. Stuck in my head, I think it's beautiful, and I love the melody. It's so, I don't know, it's just like different. I don't know. I just like, Sweet lady, won't you love me where you are? Maybe I relate to it. And so I'm like, oh, Dylan. Oh, Dylan, my baby. How good. My favorite song off of the ones released with the full album release, I really like Roll of 35. I think that's interesting, like an interesting, I don't know, is metaphor the right word? The lyrics go something like you hold my life on that roll of 35, which means like they've been taking pictures with the film camera and all of that, and it's like, analog, whatever. I think it's really sweet. And we all know I love Dylan. We know this team. And so, I don't know, when the album came out, I was really excited, and I really did like it. And so I do recommend going ahead and listening to that one. It's great. However, it did not make the song of the week. No, it did not. Listening to it a lot. However, I've been listening to other things more. Oh, T. Something I keep going back to, and I'm almost 100% sure this was one of my songs of the week in a previous episode. Front Porch Looking In by Lonestar. Oh my God. It makes me so happy. I'm a front porch looking in. You know that one? Yeah. I really like that one. I don't know. It's something about the chorus. I can't top the bed, the bop, and the dip cup. It's just like, oh, so fun. Front Porch Looking In, Lonestar. Trailer Treasure by Elizabeth Nichols, I think is how you say her last name. She's fun because she did that one that was like, and his name is Charlie, and that was fun. I think her style of singing is like different. In some of her songs, I can get around it. Actually, like I like that. His name is Charlie. I think it's called I Got a New One. Got a New One is the first or new one. I don't know. And this one as well, Trailer Treasure, about being like, yeah, he's not rich and like, yeah, he's not rich and white collar and lame as hell, but he loves me and he's cool. So he's my trailer treasure. And I was like, T, I relate. Dude, I think that came at a very, very T time in my life. I think I listened to it. I was like, oh, this is so me right now. God, just show me. Speaking, guys. Guys, comment below if you fuck with music. Hey, guys, comment below if you're into music. That's how I feel. Third is going to be House Party by Sam Hunt. Before I got sick, I was like conjuring like what I was going to talk about, and I was going to talk about how Montevello. Is that how you even say the album? Montevello. Sam Hunt. Montevallo. You know what I'm talking about. 2014. I wanted to talk about this album. This is what I wanted to do before I got sick. This album changed lives. This album changed lives. It saved lives, and it might have ended some lives. All right? This album is so bad. This album is so mid. But I love it. It was just so iconic. So iconic. Like, Breakup in a Small Town, House Party. What's the other one? Fuck's sake. You know what I'm talking about. I think it was just really influential. And it's like Florida Georgia Line. You listen to it, you're like, what the hell were they smoking? Also, this is a cornerstone in my own life. This is a core memory. And both things can be true, and both things I adore and love. And I think apply to this particular body of work. Yes, guys. All right, guys. Okay, those were my songs of the week. T is, in subsequent episodes, we're going to have crazy guests. We're going to have some crazy guests on the pod. So if you guys would lock the fuck in and get ready for those crazy guests, it's going to be like Zack Armstrong type vibes, but I'm getting better at it. Every single episode I'm getting better. And it's just going to be, the growth is going to be exponential. And you're not ready for it. So lock the fuck in, guys. If you guys could, something I haven't asked of you before, if you guys could go and give me a cheeky little 5-star review on whatever podcast app you are using, that would be very, very, very kind, very nice. Go ahead and follow. Go ahead and follow on whatever podcast service you are currently using, as well as Instagram and YouTube, because I'm going to be posting this video version on the tube. So go ahead and get on that tube. Go ahead and get on my tube, guys. If you're a fan of me, can you please get on my tube? Can you please? hey, can we get one episode where I'm not fucking strange? Can we get one episode where I don't make a tube joke? The answer is no, and that's something you're just gonna have to deal with. So go ahead and follow for more tube jokes. I'm really excited, guys. I love you all, and thanks for sticking around. All right, guys. Bye.